guys, it's Bella and welcome to Beauty on a Budget. And I want to do a tag for you today. This tag's been going around the beauty community for a little while and I thought I'd love to try it. And I'm sure you've seen it. It's if I lost all my makeup and I had to go out and buy just 10 things, what would I buy? I thought this sounds great and I thought, oh, it's easy peasy, I'll be able to do that. Well, you know what, it's not easy peasy. It wasn't easy peasy at all. You don't realise kind of what you use on a regular basis really till you think about doing something like this. But anyway, I've sort of narrowed it down to what I think the 10 would be. I'm pretty sure the 10 would be this out of my collection. So 10 things. Obviously you can't have every single thing you use, so you've got to think what you can double up on and so forth. So I'll start with foundation because I wouldn't be without foundation. And I've chosen, without doubt, this came to my mind straight away. It's the new Rimmel and it's the Breathable 24 hour and my shade is soft beige. I absolutely love this foundation. I'm going to do, I won't go into it too much because I want to do a review on it on my, you know, when I do the foundations on a Friday. So I'll probably be doing this one next, but you know already, it's a really lovely foundation. It's just I've got everything on today that out of my 10 things. And I love it. I love this foundation. So definitely that will be number one. Now I haven't picked a concealer because, as I said, if you've only got 10 things and they've got to last you a while, you don't know how long you've just got these 10 things for, thinking, well, what can I go without and what are real necessities to me? And because this foundation, it's a lovely foundation, it's a lovely cover and colour, but it's not matty or it doesn't dry at all. So I can bring it right up under my eyes as a concealer. I can bring it right up and it doesn't crease and or go in my lines or emphasise my bags or anything. It's just really lovely. So I wouldn't have a concealer. So that would be number one. Number two, I start with my eyes. Now, palettes are my weakness. They're my passion. I love eyeshadow palettes. Eye makeup is my passion. I love a good canvas. Obviously, that is the most important thing, a good canvas and lipsticks and blushes. And I love all those things. But my eyes are the things that I like to work on. I've got so many Makeup Revolution palettes that I absolutely adore. And this was hard. This was the hardest thing to choose. But I thought I've got to have something. I'm thinking of the warmer tones and the cooler tones. So I'm thinking of the pinky when I wear something pinky and when I wear something more browny or rusty, like I've got on today. I've got all the rusty colours on today. So I thought, what will cover both? I don't need all those other colours. I loved them, but I don't need anything else. If I only could have one, what would cover both tones? You know, the pinks and the reds or the rusts. And I've chosen the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. This is just it's got a big mirror in it. I don't want to blind you with the mirror, but if you can see, you see I can get very neutral tones out of this. I can get the pink tones. I can get the rusty tones, which I've got out now. This is along the lines of the Naked Heat palette. Those kind of tones, that's what I've got on now. It is an all matte palette, but there's everything in there, greys, pinks. I can bring it up here to more neutrals. So if I could only have one palette, I think this is the one to pick. As much as I love all my others, and I do. I'm not saying this is the favourite palette ever, but if I could only have one, and I'd want one that would be quite universal, I would say this one. So that's the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. And now the next thing. I was thinking about a primer for your eyes because I normally prime my eyelids. And I'm thinking, well, what's the best one? The Milani one is lovely. And I was thinking, what's the best one? But if I could only have one, and it's not strictly a primer, but if I could only have one, I would probably go for this. And this is the Max Paint Pot, and the colour's Painterly. And I know a lot of you will agree with me on that. It's wonderful as a primer, but also if you've not got a lot of makeup, if you've only got 10 things, you can use this as a shadow, just as a shadow, and put a tiny bit of brown to define the crease, or you know, you could get another eye look from it as opposed to something that was just a primer. So I've picked this as my primer. And that's definitely one of the things that I would go for if I could only have 10. So that's Max Paint Pot in Painterly. The next thing would be eyebrows. We've got 3, so this is 4. I've tried a lot of products. At the moment, I tend to use this pencil, and I use the Rimmel Brow over the top, the brow definer. It's like a mascara, you know, like a brow mascara, and I use that over the top. But if I could only have 10 items, I don't want 2 of them to be eyebrow products. So I've just picked the one eyebrow product, and if I could only have one, I would pick the pencil. This one is the Brow Sculpt by Makeup Revolution, and this is in light brown. It's got a spoolie at the other end. So definitely, if I could only have one, can't see on there, but it's a lovely one. It's really, really nice, and it lasts all day. So yeah, if I could only have one eyebrow product, that's the one that I'd pick. So that was number 4, guys. Let's go on with the eyes. Okay, 4. So now we're going for 5 and 6. It was hard. I was thinking, do I need this? Do I need that? You know. But I've got another 2 things for the eyes because I'm such an eye girl. I just love everything for the eyes. So I've got an eye primer, an eyelash primer. This one is by L'Oreal Paradise. But this is just the primer. Now, I love the Paradise mascara. I think it's absolutely lovely. The only reason I don't tend to go for that is it does dry out so quickly. But it is beautiful. And if you want to change your mascara every fortnight, go for it, because it's a lovely mascara. But it's the reason I don't tend to use that on a regular basis is because it dries out so quickly. However, the Paradise primer lasts a good while, and it's a nice primer, and it's not one of those crisp ones that make your eyes all, you know, stiff. It's a nice one. So that is number 5. Number 6, I would say Annie Essence Mascara. I've bought the one out that's I Love Extreme, which is probably my favourite. I do love the Lash Princess as well, though. But I've been wearing this. This came out before that, and I like this one. It's kind of an old staple and a faithful for me. So I Love Extreme Black Mascara by Essence. Essence make excellent mascaras. I think there's a couple that I've sort of not been that keen on, but they're the people I tend to go to for mascara. So definitely that mascara. So that's my eyes done. Now, cheeks and shaping and lips. What do I do? Well, as I said, when I looked for the palette, I like the warm and the cool. I like the pinker tones, and then the ones that would go with the warmer tones. So I thought, do I have a bronzer? What would I pick? And I thought, no, I would go for 2 blushes. I would definitely go for 2 blushes, because a blusher is something I don't worry about contour. I think aging has done that for me. As you can see, the line, I haven't drawn that line, it's just naturally there. That's just where your face goes down with aging. And I think if I contour too much, that just accentuates that, really. So I don't really contour that much, but I do blush, and I like my blush to go quite high. So I thought, right, I'll go for 2 blushes, a light mood light. So it graduates down. It's an excellent blush. I've got that on today. And also, because the palette I chose, the Naked palette I chose is eye palette, is all matte, you can put this on, which I've done now, and I've just highlighted my lid with it like this. This is essentially the lid. You know when you want to get that little bit of light, the light spot? So I've used that. And again, you could use this as an eyeshadow. So that's multi-uses, which if you only got 10, that's what you need, isn't it? But this is a lovely blush. So what was I going to pick for the pinker side of the blush? So I've got the Gradient highlight, which is the peachy tones, isn't it? So I wanted to look for something for the pinker tones. And I looked through them all, and I've got a lot of pink blushes. And I was just thinking, well, what should I do? Because if you pick 2 brighter one more on the cerise side, it's not going to go, because we've got a lot of colours in our wardrobe, haven't we? So we're going to need pinks that will go with all the tones that would melt in with the pinks. And a brilliant cerise wouldn't do that. Not that I'd wear a brilliant cerise, but you know the type of colour I mean. So I'm looking for a more muted pink, a more everyday pink that is not screaming in your face, but it's definitely got the pink tones if you're wearing those, you know, complementing it with other pink colours. And I've gone for Fun Ending. I've got a lot of pink blushes, I really have. I've gone for Fun Ending by MAC. And this is also one of my favourite blushes. It is a lovely, lovely brush. But do you see what I mean? It's a pink, but it's more of a salmony. We'll go with lots of different pinks. It's definitely, you see, if you put it up against the peach, you can see that it's a definite pink, but it's not, it's just sort of a neutral pink, and I think it would go with anything. So I picked those. That's MAC's, yep, Fun Ending. And I think if I could have 2 blushes, they would be the 2. So now we're down to lipsticks. What do I do about lipsticks? Do I pick a gloss and a liner, or do I pick a liner and a lipstick, or do I pick a cream lipstick and a matte lipstick? What do I do? So I thought, well, if I've only got 2 and there's only 2 products left, and they're going to be 2 lipsticks, 2 lip products, what do I pick? So I've decided on 2 lipsticks, but I've chosen the ones I have because I haven't got enough left to have a liner or a gloss or a primer. So it's just going to be the lipsticks. That's it, straight on my mouth. So I thought I'm going to want 2 that I know I can rely on, that I know will last, but I know will fit in with the 2 sets that I've tried to make in my mind, you know, the pinker set and the more rusty set. I don't want anything too in your face. Again, for the same thing as the blush, if I pick 2 brighter, it's only going to go with one kind of set of clothes or one outfit type of colour, because I want something that will go with all my pinks and burgundies and everything, you know, that type of thing. So I've picked 2 very classic lipsticks that I know will last and last all day, and that I won't have to wear a liner with. Be nice with a liner, but if I can't, I know it will last. And on the warmer tone, for me, I picked this as a warmer tone. I've picked MAC's. They're both MAC's lipsticks, because for wearing, MAC's lipsticks are excellent. They're excellent. And this is MAC's matte lipstick, and this is Velvet Teddy. and I just think that is a beautiful colour lipstick. I wear it again and again and again, and I adore the lipstick. I really, really do. It's a classic, and I know you've all heard of it, and you know, if you could only have a couple of lipsticks, invest in the Max Velvet Jelly. It's beautiful. The other one is a much more pink one, also a MAC lipstick, and this is Max Twig. So we can see that's much more on the pink side, but it's not in your face pink. I've got Velvet Teddy on today, but this is Twig, and this is really, really, it's a beautiful lipstick. It lasts, and it doesn't feather, and it goes with every tone of pink. It's just, I really, really love these lipsticks. So if I could only have two, I'm not saying I wear those every day. I don't. I use everything that I've got. But if I could only have those, then that's probably what I'd go for. I'm very much a high street girl because, well, you know that, guys, beauty on a budget. I'm very much a high street girl, and I like to have different things, and for me to enable me to have different things, I can't afford the high end all the time. So I go for more budget ranges that I know last, and you know that I know all good and will give me good payoff. Makeup Revolution is an excellent brand. So I know that, but if I could only have the 10, if I was relying on just those 10 to give me the wear, the durability, the, you know, the classic looks, I think they're the ones I go for. I think they're the ones that I'll go for. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I loved doing it. I really, really did. I'm not going to tag anyone in particular. I'm just going to say that if you are a beauty content creator and you haven't done this, give it a try, because it's real fun. It is fun. It's hard, but it's real fun. So if you haven't done it, give it a go. It's really good. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again on Friday. You take care of yourselves. Have a good week. Love you all. Bye now. Bye.